with how usual, but I'll just have to use like display capture. So I think we're live now. 1 second. Yeah, it looks like it's live. So welcome and to some somewhat spooky games and all that. We're gonna see how much fun we have with these tonight. Some of these I've played before, others I haven't, and I'll be trying to see how they go. Okay, good, it is showing up. So, perfect. Welcome, hey, welcome everyone. Houston Smith, Zachary, Jack Dina, Ultima Lord, we are live. Apologies for the slight delay. Every so often it likes to cause problems with my microphone, so I have to remember what I did to get it set up. And Houston Smith, my PFP is it's a meme mashup of two characters from Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. I see, that is unfortunate, Collector. So we're going to start with the Witch's House, which is notably for a lot of, it has a lot of terrible ways that you can die as you go into a witch's house. Oh, it was Quarter Marshmallow? I only played it like a while back, but I had seen the ways to die videos for this. But this one was completely changed up, I think. Humans shouldn't be out here, too dangerous. So out of the 3 difficulties, I'm doing normal because extra actually changes up some of the puzzles. I will probably be doing lots of unfortunate things to intentionally die because the game is noted for a lot of horrible ways to die. The way is blocked by a small patch of roses. But I have a machete. I will cut the roses. Yes, many terrible ways to die. You can pass through now. The machete broke. Just like in real life. Huh? What is it? The way out is blocked up by roses, huh? Why not go into the creepy, ominous witch house right nearby? You're gonna go in? Might as well if you can't leave. Oh, okay. Wait, which one's IB? I'm not familiar with a number of these. Like, I've seen a number of the ways to die and such. Like, there's the one where you just walk on the blood puddle and you get the walls crash together. As such. Game over. See, that's why you don't go into witch houses. And especially, you never step on blood pools. Come to my room. I mean, why can't you have your room just be, like, right at the very opening? Yo, decided I'd follow you for laughs. Incidentally, where the heck you come out from? A large clock. Time marches on. Yeah. Like, since I've seen the ways to die kind of videos with it, I know of plenty of the ways that you can get killed off. So some of them I'm gonna trip up intentionally, just because they're pretty entertaining. Like, I kind of... Ooh, ominous presents falling. A present fell from the pile. It says, open when the house returns to normal. You always step on blood piles. What do you mean? Wait, there's a book. I can get lore. Witch's Diary. Let us read all the lore. I was sick, so no one played with me. My father and my mother didn't love me. And that's all that was in her diary, unfortunately. A dusty old dresser. There's nothing inside. There's a pair of scissors on the workbench. Do you want to take them even though they're chained? They're chained to the bench. So I need a teddy bear to cut off its limbs. Cut off the teddy bear's limbs. Got a teddy bear. Oh, Ebe. Okay, I think I know. That's the one with the paintings. I think I saw stuff with that. What's my opinion on was? What do you mean, Collector? Hey, Spyrotechnics. WAP. I'm not sure what that stands for. Ooh, creepy, blood. The basket has a big teddy bear in it. There's a little bit of room left. Stuff the teddy bear torso in the basket. That's exactly what you do if you want to. You have to cut off the limbs so that they bleed and everything. And of course, they'll go for revenge. But that's the thing, as soon as you leave the room, it goes away. It's just don't run into it. Oh, that's where I put those limbs. The floor is littered with teddy bear limbs. Wait, that's right, I need to save because I'm going to get myself killed in one moment. The door opened. Check for poison. Well, no poison around here. A strangely colored soup in a skull-shaped bowl. Take a sip or do nothing. I mean, that sounds legit. That's like, it's Halloween. They're just getting into this festive spirit. Really? Yeah, drink it. See, it's just lime green. It's like probably just some Sprite or something, food coloring. Viola was poisoned. You heard something unlock. Well, just walk it off, Viola. Yeah, see, she's walking it off. So yeah, that is not the way to do things. The cook is busy. Lend a hand. Don't mind if I do. There's someone invisible here. I'm busy, so busy. Let's lend a hand. Nothing bad about this. Oh, thank you. The invisible person grabs your arm. They push your wrist onto the cutting board. A hand is exactly what I needed. Game over. Oh, well, thank you, Houston Smith. Oh, this one is, this one has a lot of fun deaths with it. I might play extra mode as well, even though you'll see me die a lot more because the chases are a good bit harder. So, the correct thing is to give the teddy bear limbs. Oh, thank you. I was in need of a hand or two. See, now you even got feet. Let me show my appreciation. Surprisingly, it's not with the knife. Got a silver key. Wait, there was a book here. Aristocratic dining. People of ruling and wealthy classes have long enjoyed dining with silverware. Using such hard-to-clean cutlery proved they were wealthy enough to hire servants. In addition, silver utensils change color upon contact with poison, making them quite useful. So instead of taking a sip myself, the key must take a sip. However, you hear a pleasant sound. What is the best bean? Are we talking about for eating or what? But thank you, Collector, for the donation. The key turned black in the soup. You heard something unlock. Oh, yeah. I've seen some of those ones with various either deaths or the more darker endings to them. And maybe I'll do them on another night. Okay, so that opened up the second floor. Well, cool. You should also check out some of the many games Collector to be able to play in your free time. I mean, if we're talking about eating beans, then garbanzo beans... No, wait, not garbanzo. Chickpeas. Because hummus is always nice. A decorative cat ornament. Gotcha. I'm doing pretty well. It's been a kind of busy day, but things are getting back to normal. The glass case holds what looks like a human head. It looked like it opened its eyes just now. There's a blue-winged butterfly model in the case. The sturdy glass cover won't budge. The glass case holds what looks like a human head. The case is cracked. I hate when people vandalize stuff like that. A scrap of paper's inside. Okay, well, you have a wonderful night then, Jack Dina. Yeah, I do want to at some point, Bulbasaur. What I'm thinking of doing is probably doing a bonus stream on, like, Sundays, like, maybe every other week, and do that for multiplayer. Because I know that, like, Hollow Knight creators, we're looking at probably doing stuff every few weeks or so, just seeing who's available. And then I like doing that with streaming the part of that, and then open it up to other folks. Rope in a barrel as well. A painting of a lady with her parasol by the river. A bookshelf. So that might be what I'll opt to do in the future, to be able to do Fall Guys and more stuff. Streaming Blasphemous Collector? Maybe. I actually have done all the bosses hit list. I haven't done the DLC. I have to go back and do that. Someone invisible there. Sorting these books isn't going well. Need something to tie them together. A mirror. There's an old newspaper clipping inside. Lots of X's. Resident burns down. XX and his wife XX were found dead in the wreckage. Stab wounds on the bodies led inspectors to believe they were murdered before the arson. Additionally, their only daughter, Ellen, currently 7, has been missing since the fire. The police. And that's where the story ends. A book titled A Funny Story. Once upon a time, there was a rich man pulling along a cart full of treasure. His cart broke down in the woods, but then a hunter and his dog came along. The rich man pleaded to the hunter to keep a close eye on his cart, to which the hunter agreed. The rich man went to get a new cart. Meanwhile, the hunter kept watch. Night soon fell, and the hunter grew worried, for his elderly mother is still at home. So the hunter told the dog to watch the cart, and went home to check on his mother. When the rich man returned, he saw the dog guarding the cart. So he gave the dog a reward for his master, a silver coin to carry in his mouth. The dog ran all the way home and brought his master the coin. But the hunter flew into a rage. I told you to watch the cart, and what did you do? You stole from it. So the master killed the dog. I mean, it wasn't that funny. A book titled The Witch's House, Part 1. Oh, A Hat in Time? I haven't played it in a while. I actually been meaning to try and do Ultra Snatcher more so I could try and do it hitless, and then I would just do all the bosses and upload that. I do have the other 4 done. But Ultra Snatcher, I have beaten Ultra Snatcher, and I've gotten all the bonuses on Seal the Deal, but I haven't finished all the Death Wishes. I think I'm still in the 70s or so. So at some point I will need to go back and do that. Keys do not open doors in the witch's house. Something else must serve as a key. The Witch's House, Part 2. Wait, is this I'm doing this one, and then I'm probably going to do a few other games as well, Houston Smith. The witch's magic can make the house change form. Okay, I kind of would have expected that. Otherwise it wouldn't have been very magical. Okay, so I remember I have to get rope, which is in here. The spider is colorblind. So this puzzle is that if I take that, then I won't be able to get out and the spider will kill me. So I need the butterfly model so that I don't get killed by a spider. A giant spider. Hey, don't be like that. Oh, okay, so I have to use the rope. Is that for me? Sure. Thank you. Take this. Surprisingly, it wasn't death. It's just a book of death. Spooky. Maybe it was going back down to the kitchen to grab a snack or something. Book of Death. Reading the cover won't kill you, apparently. But how about the table of contents? Oh, jeez. I didn't know just scratching my eyes once will have my eyes be bloody and everything. Yeah, I definitely want to at some point, Bulbasaur. Part of it is just time, and it's kind of just making that time. I am trying to get back into doing more other games as well with like the hitless bosses and such. So I had fun with Vigil and the guys, but I might do that to try and get it back into Blasphemous a Hat in Time and so forth. Okay, you put the book on the shelf. It sounded like the glass cover fell off. Alright, well you have a great night, Goat Lord. Oh, this game is definitely dark, Houston Smith. Alright, so... I get chased by a nice little skull. However, it's a very polite skull, because now I think it just pieced out. Allow me to take the butterfly model. Of course, anything that catches you is going to kill you horribly. A golden butterfly is caught in the web. Take it. Just like when you played Resident Evil and you had to switch the fake shotgun to get the real shotgun. Stuck the butterfly model in the web. You'll never know the difference. Oh, well, that would be a pretty good shock. Go back to the library room. Oh, yeah. I think it's that one guy that's hanging around there. Yeah, see? He's just hanging around. Someone hangs from a rope. Yeah. I mostly saw it from, like, Ways to Die's video. Yo. If I remember right, this one has, like, the knives shooting from the walls. The walls covered in something red and sticky. Probably ketchup. Oh, crap. Okay, so don't do it like that. The center is the most dangerous place. By the way, this is a witch's house. I think I got the memo, Black Cat. You knew that, right? Right. Do you like frogs? I'll nod. The frog joined you. Alright, we got a two-person party for our RPG thing. A very thin bridge. It's thinner than your foot. It'd quickly snap under your weight. Well, not with that kind of attitude. You can see some sort of lever. A very thin bridge. We got this. Really? I feel like they have to say it in like the exasperated, really? Because you know this isn't gonna work. Yeah, it's just gonna be doing it when time allows. And time is... I'm starting to get more time, Bulbasaur, so I'm hoping that I should be able to. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Yeah, being able to do various pranks. I know you have to send the frog. Deploy the frogs. See, it's our two-person party. You heard something unlock. See, reputation with the frog is maxed out. I can't imagine our party ever being defeated or separated. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Make a mirror image. Alright, so I got a frog over there. Frog, sit down. Stored in symmetrical fashion, there's a spare piece of cake. Okay, on this side. Oh, okay, so this is the one I have to move. I do remember this. But then the frog's name would be Glenn, and it'd be a little bit bigger, and we'd be able to do dual text together. Vas hosed 9 roses, 10 roses. Here is a lone rose. Take it. Instead of, like, putting it between my character's teeth. A large painting on the wall, there's a switch on the frame. Push it. There we go. Shelves lined with tea and canned sweets. Rearrange. No, that's not right. Rearrange it some more. Come on, you can see from over there. Well, I think the frog makes you take him if you try to leave without him. And because I have to take off the notes, so now they're mirrored. Even though technically I'm in the left side of the room, so I'm not really mirroring it. You heard something unlock. The party is once again united. The door opened. Through this door until the next, let nothing distract you. Unfortunately, because I want to show what happens when you get distracted, I'm gonna have to go back and save with the cat, which is diary. My father and my mother didn't love me. That's what your last one said. So I X'd them. So I've been in this house ever since. I definitely would, if you like the kind of, it's not a very long game, Naru-fan, but if you like the kind of sort of horror kind of thing with a lot of ways to die with it, then yeah, it's a nice little short game. But it is not a very long game, I will emphasize that. Distraction! Huh. Crushed. Your dreams are crushed. Like so much other things. I'm going to say the frog's name is Glenn, just because we got on this Chrono Trigger thing. Yeah, I don't think... you probably shouldn't give frogs guns. So yeah, you're supposed to just move straight down. You don't even go for the save point. None of it. Never look back. It's hungry. Something's on the other side. You hear something big slithering. On the door is a window the size of your palm. Ah, let's open the door. Really? I really like the exasperated kind of, really? Hey there. See, we got a snake joining our party now as well. Wait, which message didn't send, Ultima Lord? They are pretty funny at some points. And again, I kind of like the Ways to Die videos just because some of them are funny in a kind of morbidly humorous way. Okay, so Frog, you're gonna take care of this RPG style. I got this. The frog is reluctant. Don't worry, Glenn, you're like level 26, you got this. Quick, do X/. Force the frog through the hole. You hear nothing. You see nothing. Alright, we got this. See, the frog defeated the snake. There's no other way. A large crack in the floor. The ground is wet and smells of blood. See, the snake went in there to die. And see, our frog came back. He's with us in spirit. A cat statue. Kidding? That's very creepy. Don't do that. Feels like the head moved. Go where only one eye is open. Oh yeah, see that's like great creepiness. Found a passage. Hey, so one eye open. Go in, don't. If you go in the wrong one, then there's spikes in there and it kills you. Which you'll see in just a moment. You'd crawl in there and then die to those. Make noise in 4 rooms. Yeah, the frog won the fight. He leveled up to 27. He is now adventuring through the witch house to personally defeat the witch. Yo, this floor is pretty quiet. Blue eyes see the score. Painting of a silver-haired woman. Black-haired woman. Blonde-haired woman. And a red-haired woman. Some playing cards. There's a 12 card with a queen on it, and a 13 card with a king on it. Yeah, if you scream in each room, that will make enough sound. A teacup. A cute little table. Play the music box with 12. So with the playing cards, that would mean I'd need the queen key. A jack-in-the-box. More lore. Witch's Diary. The deepest lore. After all that, I X all my friends who come over to play. Then I fed them all to the house. But it wasn't enough. I guess that's why there's all the red blood everywhere. I suppose if you kill enough unsuspecting people, then you might even have it like The Shining, where you have the blood getting off the elevator. A toy soldier with a fake gun. These are blatant lies. Particularly since, if you play the music box... Ouch. You need not play. A grand piano. There's nothing on the music rest. Hey, whatever. I'll sightsee and do freestyle. Killer jam. Yeah, the witch has a very unique style. She's eccentric. A book titled Eye Studies. People have different eye colors. We know the following about women in this region in particular. I know it's blatant lies. Their eye colors depend on their hair color. The 4 hair colors are silver, black, gold, and red. The 4 eye colors are brown, green, blue, and red. Silver-haired women have red eyes, and brown-eyed women can have either blonde or red-haired. So the blue eyes see the score, which if I remember right, it's the black-haired woman that has the blue eyes. You see a white sheet stuck in the crack. Got sheet music. Oh, that's right, you have to, if I remember it, you have to do stuff to open the door. Oh, no, no, that's not what it is. You have to tear down the paint and that opens it. Dang it, creepy ghost lady. Stop doing that. Alright, well, you have a great night, the collector. This it's like a lot of Dragon Ball, which would admittedly fix the quietness of the house because it'd be so much screaming powering up. Maybe the paintings were the friends we made along the way and all that. Okay, so I have the sheet music. Place the sheet music. Let's do it. This is not going to go well. See, that's why you want to make sure you don't play haunted pianos. Do I have the sheets music still? Okay. Wait, I gotta put the sheet music. The piano began playing itself. The vase shook and spat out a turnkey. Of course, why didn't I just knock over the vase in the first place? Got a king key. I suppose it's just magic, witch stuff, power. Rude, don't do that. That's like bad luck and all that. So I got the queen key. But I need the king key. Hey, don't do that. I tore you up. Wait, no, I got the king key, but I need the queen key. If I remember right, I have to do this in like a clock or something. See, you needed not play. Yeah, well, I don't believe you. I should still play. And I'm trying to remember exactly what the next part was. Actually, I think I didn't need to back up. And you can step on those spikes if you really want to die as well. Do some banging on the bongos with your, That's what it was. You just bang on the pumpkin like a bongo. I can be the sun, I can be sand, and I can be a bird. What am I? Time. Am I a clock? I read The Hobbit. Correct. A turnkey fell out. Got a queen key. Because if you use the king key, the guy will use his fake gun to shoot fake bullets and give you a fake death. Toy soldier with a fake gun. It's so blatantly lying. Now, if I remember right, I go back and I use the king key on the clock. Oh yeah, I can't reach it, so I have to push the chair. Just like in real life. And now, the clock starts ticking. But little did Viola know, there was a bomb in the clock. You made noise in all 4 rooms. You heard something unlock. Alright, let's see you try and shoot me now. I'm tempting fate. Are you ignoring me? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I see. Oops. Wait, you could actually fall off the chair as a death? It wouldn't surprise me because I remember that in some of the old point-and-click games like King's Quest, you could actually die falling off of a single step on the stairs. Oh, thank you. Let me see who did that so I can thank them. Oh, it's taking a while to show up. A sobbing statue of a woman. My ring, I can't find it. Oh, 1 second, let me see if I can fix that, because... Oh, I think not. My ring. I can't actually see as to who it is. I think it might be something with display capture, but it should be showing, and it's not. So I do apologize, whoever did the sub, thank you very much. And thank you as well. I hate my illness. It kept me from going outside where I could X more people. It kept people from loving me. I think the murder kept them from loving you. Or rather, murder. Oh yeah, this is like much better. Heard a loud crash. Something happened? I just set up a bomb in the piano room. Oh, now its head is twisting. A fireplace. Look inside. Wait, I can twist? The toy soldier moved over here. With the fake gun, his head is bent. Oh, it doesn't let me remove his head. Did I have to do it before he moved there? Well, we can find out. Okay, I guess not. Fireplace. Look inside. With an iron ladder going down. Descend. Be an awful funny thing if someone started the fireplace at that point. We're back on floor 1. Yeah, maybe it is the frog under there. Chopsticks are stuck in the skeleton's ribs. Got gold chopsticks. Why, thank you. I always wanted a pair of gold chopsticks. Oh, okay, gotcha, Adcon. Like, I don't know everything about the game, so there's probably a few things like that that I'm just not aware of. A heated pot. Let's look. Metal pot, thoroughly used. Smells doesn't do much for your appetite. I mean, would you really want to eat anything in a witch house in the first place? Use the nearby cloth to pull off the cover. Lidless pot. The boiling soup is filled with black sausages and sickly-looking cabbage. Just like Mother used to make. Smells like rotten pig guts. You wouldn't dare do that with your bare hands. Hey, wait a sec. I've done plenty of stupid things in this house. Don't tell me what I wouldn't dare do, game. However, I do have some gold chopsticks. I think that, in a certain sense, Rashka, yes. The chopsticks caught something. Got a pig ring. Hey, you get down back into that pile. Yeah, see, I'll just stomp you. Put back the gold chopsticks. In the ribs, that's where they found them. But yeah, if you don't put them back, or you, put them in the wrong spot, you'll die when you leave. Wait, I can consume this? I don't think it lets me consume it. But I could be wrong. I know. I've gone through spittoons in west of Lothan. You hear someone coming down the stairs. And of course, if you don't get out of there in time, you'll die. The cook comes back, and I think he just, like, cuts you in half or something. As a typical cook does. Alright, here's your ring. Side quest completed. That is very true, Quarter. This is it. Thank you. Now I won't kill you. The door opened. Oh, that's not good. Think of all the property damage in this place. Rude. Good times. Just playing with some dolls. Nothing creepy or mysterious about that. You heard something? Unlock. The door opened. Yo. Seems this is the top floor. A half-empty cup of ginger tea. Is that what you're drinking, kitty? Beautiful flower, how do you do? Need something from me? I'm good. Then be silent. Preferably dead. Birds eat greenery. Shelves lined with tea and canned sweets. Honestly, she's such a nuisance. Oh, won't somebody X that girl? If someone did, ah yes, we'd share some of our wonderful pollen. Oh my, you have such big arms. Oh ho. Just think, without her, we would be the most beautiful of the garden. I know, right? X the flowers and you'll die too. Witch's Diary. See, she wrote this one in strawberry jam. That's how you know it's legit. Then a girl came over to play. A cute girl with golden braids. Hey, that sounds awfully familiar. Maybe it is a metaphor. There's a skull on the floor. Pick it up. I like collecting skulls. That's like normal collecting things. Some people go for stamps, others old coins. My character goes for skulls. That's how you know she's hardcore. A book titled The Talkative Plants. Read it. They're all beautiful and love to chat. Here are their characteristics. The white flowers are the most beautiful of the garden. Oddly enough, their petals glow in the rain. The red grasses are wise, but they're always lying, so be careful when conversing with them. The yellow flowers are lovely to a fault. The pollen produced by these flowers is a prized medicine that can both save and take lives. Raygrass, do you want to know how to X a flower? Sure, why not? None of the 3 ways to X are proper. You should just give up on it. Alright, sounds good. Or, well, maybe... I forget exactly what the proper way to X is. It was either cutting it up or uprooting it. Uprooting and plucking are both proper ways to X. So, since this person lies, then that would mean that plucking would be the only 3, since it says that... Since they're all telling lies. Hey, there's a small skull on the chair. This is my skull now. Metal birdcage. Something feebly flaps its wings. Aww. Come here. She had to go back to the vet earlier today, so because she's scratching herself some more, so we got new stuff for her. Needless to say, she was not happy about having to go back to a vet. So, hey, welcome, just some guy. So 1 second, she's trying to find my, trying to find a comfortable spot on my lap. Something feebly flaps its wings. It's firmly shut. Aww. Actually, I do need to try and do some stuff. Let's see. So I need to X the flower first. How do you do? Alright. Come on, sit back. Oh, don't do that, kitty. Don't play with the microphone. Alright, so the real one is the pluck. But if you do mess up the other one, if you do the other ones, you'll die, of course. Which is why I'm going to do them first. Well, they're the same death, but... So I'm going to just do one. Oops. See, that's how you know white flowers are hardcore. Okay, so now she's got a nice comfortable spot. With a strange shriek, the beautiful flower expires. White petals litter the ground. Got flower petals. I heard it! I heard her ugly wail! I heard it! I heard it! I heard it! Ha 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 ha! Maniacal laughter. Yes, I promise. Here you are. Got some white pollen. Alright. It's locked. Someone's moaning inside. Let's talk. Wheeze, hack, cough. Medicine. You got any? Why, yes I do. Just need a little, please. The person grabbed the bars. Hey, gimme that. Here, have some pollen. Slip the white pollen through the bars. I assume I just blew it in his face or something. The person swiftly grabbed the pollen. He just grabs it all out in the air. Ah, what? Wait a sec. Don't have one? Without one? I can't smoke without one. Ah, it's medicinal. The birdcage has fallen over. The hinges on the door seem loose. Pried open the door. Something invisible flew out. So the big thing is that now the bird has eaten the various... There's actually a second one as well. Nothing here. Oh wait, I thought there was a skull. The skull soldier. There once was a soldier. I have 12 seconds to live, so obviously I have time to read. Unbeknownst to him, his country had already perished, and so had he. Even in death, the soldier patrolled. Starting in the center of the castle ruins, he looked forward, right, left, forward, right, left. Empty bottle sits on the shelf. Got an empty bottle. There's nothing inside. A skull lays inside the barrel. Part of my collection. I got 3 skulls. Alright, my cat's getting comfortable. The skulls seal the water. A countdown to what, though? Wait, I think I can... Yes. A big hole with no visible bottom. Oh, I think it's extra mode. Because I remember that you can just walk right off that ledge and die. Because why not? But what are we counting down to? Okay, so with this puzzle, you can see the little lines that trace the pattern. So forward, right, left, and then I would do that to show the various things as to where I need to place the skulls. So this one would be forward, because I have forward, right, left there, and then it goes forward, right. Okay, left, forward, right, left. Then forward, right, left, and then forward. And now we get chased. You heard water running. You also heard a big skull coming for you. Time to get out of here. If I remember right, you do have more giant skulls chase you later. Drop the petals in the water. Well, not the water, the... Wait. Fill with water. Filled up the bottle. The bottle began to glow. Got a glowing bottle. Also, I'm going to talk to the tadpoles in just a moment. However, talking to them will be fatal if you talk to them enough. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't realize you were referencing that one. My dad's dead. A snake ate him. That's not how I remember that. This is a Rashomon thing. You killed him. I didn't kill him. The snake killed him. I'm gonna quibble over this. And he didn't... the snake never killed him. He killed the snake. Alright, so now we have fun, creepy exploration through here. The only thing you can really do is if you want to die, you can take this wristwatch. A small wristwatch is on the floor. Let's pick it up. Got a wristwatch. Which changes our nice little picture. Die. I like it when it's engraved with just die. See, now we're just hanging around. No, the snake did not kill Glenn. Glenn killed the snake. Game over. But this one has a pretty good atmosphere, because there's nothing else that can kill you in here. Although the statues will move, and you'll have creepy ghost girls chasing you. All sorts of things. Also, with all these statues, you probably just don't want to blink. At all. Got a jade pipe. See? You never want to blink when there's creepy statues. And all the creepy little finger painting going on in the witch house. I mean, I assume that's just red paint and that there's just like finger painting. Ah, this hallway's gotten longer than I remembered. You dropped the bottle. That's not how I remembered. I threw it because I was just too cool for light sources. Even if I might be eaten by Grooves at this point. Alright, so I got the pipe, which means I have to, give that to the one guy so he can do his drugs. Tossing jade pipe. The person snapped up the pipe. Ah, yes, this is Haha, mine. It's mine. Yeah, it's been a long time, but I remember playing Zork. Too cool for light sources. Hey, not if I play Zork, and then I will die horribly. Besides, the next game I show you, Shadowgate, you better keep a light source lit, because your character is the most clumsy person in existence. The person vanished into the cell. You hear someone leave in the other cell. It's unlocked. Open the door. To parents, a sick child. Dependents, grime is covering up some of the words. Something's wrapped in cloth. I think this is the part where the giant skull comes out and I have to run back that way. Got red shoes. Let them bleed. Mess of filthy sewing materials and broken cookware. Nothing seems useful. Oh, maybe it's after I wash the shoes. Okay, because if I wear the red shoes, bad stuff happens. I kind of forgot part of myself. So instead we have to wash the shoes. Wash off the blood to reveal a transparent pair of shoes. It's totally not blood, that was just like red paint. Got glass shoes. But now I think I get chased. Oh, okay, it's a lot simpler for that chase than I remember. I think I could loop it around the chair as well, if I really wanted to. Alright, so at this point, I just gotta pass on through quickly before the time expires. I think on extra mode, you have like little traps as well that will kill you or slow you down. The glass shoes shattered into pieces. I was wearing those. That's like not very good. That's gonna really slow down my progress. Yo, what'd you suppose a friend is? Witch's diary. I wouldn't X her, because she would save me from my sickness. So I made her my friend. Well, that's, creepy. Hey, that's the same thing with the teddy bear. Where at the beginning, it was all like, I'm just going to not do that. There's a small bottle on the shelf. A doll head lays on the ground. And now to get out of here. Because after all, you don't want to be hanging around when lots of red eyes are trying to kill you. A headless doll. Dang it, I hate when all the cockroaches come out. So now I've got the purple doll. At last. Also, my cat's starting to get into an awkward position by lazing about on my lap. There's a hole. Descend. Really? And so now, we're in the end game. Come to my room. Let's see how bad I mess up the last chase. A dead black cat. Packed tight with cute outfits. Filled with ribbon and accessories. A blood-stained bed. a toppled chair, a spilled cup, a foggy reflectionless mirror. Can the cat play video games too? I don't think that she's capable of that. Lined with books on magic. Vase of roses. It won't turn on. Witch's diary. I'm going to die from my sickness. So, I'm going to take her body. I'm going to live on in her body. It's okay, right? Because we're friends. Keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. She'll give me her body. Because we're friends. That's why you came to play with me today. Right, Viola? Ooh. Give it back. Oh. So, if you just want to beat it, you just go out the door there. But if you want the extra ending, I can finally get the knife. And now, we run. Ooh, well maybe we'll find out now in the ending. Let's go back in. The door is firmly shut. Let's break a window. Oh, we can't break a window. Got a letter. That's right, I was carrying a letter all this time. Missing first half of the leather. Let's read it. Dear Viola, I'm sorry for yelling at you yesterday. There's an old legend that says a witch lives in the forest and kidnaps children who get lost there. Your friend's house is very near the forest, so I was worried about you. Your friend's name was Ellen, right? Well, and that's the end of the story. I don't mind if you go out to play, but don't go too deep into the forest. Hope to see you home soon. Love, Dad. I know, she can crawl with magic. Pour the medicine bottle on the roses. Exactly. She's using magic. And here comes the end. She can't really even speak. Just give it up already. Knife to the eye. How long are you gonna chase me? You know you're almost dead. Give it back. Give it back? No way. I don't feel any pain in this body. Besides, you're the one who gave it to me. Why should I have to give it back? Right, Viola? Maniacal cackling. You felt so sorry for me. I couldn't even move from my bed. That's why I used my magic to trade bodies with you. Just for a day? Hehe, maybe I did promise that. I was surprised you managed to trap me in there, but to no avail. After all, it's my house. Why would it ever kill me? The house guided me the entire way to ensure that I wouldn't escape. Still not dead? I have to applaud your tenacity. And I'm out of knives. Ah, maybe you're too worried about your father to die? Oh, I know all about you and your father, Viola. A close family of two. Those memories stayed in your body. He's a kind man. A hunter, isn't he? And he even sent you that letter. What a good father. So then, I suppose you're worried about what'll happen when you're gone. It'll be just fine. I'll make sure his daughter, Viola, gives him her share of love. And I'll take her share of love too. So just Viola. Viola, are you safe? Are you hurt anywhere? Dad, there's a mean monster chasing me. What? Why? Father. Help. Stay away, monster. I wouldn't be surprised if she still continues to crawl. The end. Of course, there's still a brief scene as well. I don't know, Slingshot Waffles. Of course, Chiaroscuro is still a demo, and with Vigil, some of the bosses are actually a bit harder than Hollow Knight. Some of them are more because of annoying auras, like the Plague Doctor's aura, especially in the second phase, is really, really frustrating to try and avoid if you're trying to do hitless, but it's not a very hard game otherwise. Poor child. That is the witch's house. So there is like a little bit extra stuff on extra mode. There's more places to die and some puzzle changes for those who want to punish an experience. So I might do a little bit of extra mode. Basically a few things change to where like the chases are harder. Wait, I thought that was the Optimum ending. You're up and at 'em, eh? Humans shouldn't be out here, too dangerous. I thought that the machete is in here. I think I have to search the flowers first. There's nothing here, because it also moves things around. Look inside the log. So that's the prompt then. There's something lying inside the log. Got a machete. Now if I wanted to die, I can try and cut the bottom ones. Because I do remember that trying to cut them with the machete will have you die horribly. See? There is a lesser end in Adcot if you don't go and grab the knife on the way out. If you just leave the house, then I forget exactly how things change, but it doesn't really have the twist reveal, or at least not nearly as... No, there really isn't a good ending to this one. It's one of those kind of plot twists where you're just... I mean, it's a really good plot twist that you were the witch all along. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the entirety of extra mode. Also, the chase is much harder on extra mode, because when the witch is chasing you... Well, actually, when the girl is chasing you, you have it to where there's blood splatters that will pop up on the ground, and if you touch them, you will slow down, and she will catch you. Alright, got the teddy bear. But if you're trying to do things... Let's see. My cat's in an awkward position on my lap. So I'm trying to keep her there as long as possible. 'Cause she's had an unpleasant day. Having to go to the vet and everything. Well, I'd point out that Hollow Knight doesn't have a perfect ending. Like a golden ending where everyone's happy. So in this one now, it changes with the teddy bear chasing me. Like, if I try to... It'll fully... it won't stop when I just enter this room. And if I enter this room, I'll hit a dead end and die. There we go. Also, as you can see, the speed is much faster. So trying to survive the chases are much harder, because most of them are going to get you a lot harder. Alright, well, you have a great night, Raska Gaming. And you have a good night as well, Goat Lord. Alright, so what I have to do is instead go in here, and now it stops. That's right, I need the limbs. Got some bloody limbs. So, there's definitely some new changes. Because as you can see, the soup thing isn't revealed at the moment. A plate with a silver cover. Wait, I'm pretty sure I should be able to get the prompt to always open it. Poison! Remove the cover. So, yeah, I can't open it to just do the puzzle as it was. I probably won't do a no-death run, especially on extra, because I'm not good enough to do the chases without getting myself killed. Someone invisible here. That's right, just give him that. Of course, he doesn't quite take it as well. Oh, thank you, but these are so filthy. I'd rather you lend me a hand. Oh, it won't open. Okay, so I have to use the other door. So much for the easy escape. Of course, he just cut me in two, so that's not really like taking just a hand. Alright, so that gets me past that. If I go back into the kitchen, though, he'll kill me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my computer could run Alien Isolation. If I remember right. Still another... Something's moving under the chair. Oh. Okay, one sec, cat. Attention. She's in that kind of awkward position on my lap where she's gonna partially fall off if something's fallen under the chair. Got a silver key. So that's how it would do. No, she basically just dies. And then you still have to redo it. So now I can actually go up. So instead, this time, to get the rope, I have to do more convoluted things. Something's inside the barrel. Yarn ball. So this time, there's more stuff involved. So as well, there's this, because that is not what I want to use in order to get that. Also, cat, you might have to move. So the cat picture lets me use the yarn ball, and then I get the rope from the yarn. It's like the Link's Awakening kind of trade. Alright, cool. She's starting to actually get up. Alright, so give him the rope. Got the Book of Death. Okay, whew. And so now we have to do the chase, which is a little bit harder this time, because I think you start from here. So if you put the Book of Death in the blue one, then you'll have it to where the bookshelf will fall on you. And for some of these chases, you kind of gotta know what's coming, otherwise you're gonna get caught by them. So the next thing that changes is, once I actually take the butterfly and put the replacement in, the spider's still gonna come for me. So I have to run quickly. And if I ever go back in there again, I will die. The door opened. Yo. Oh, jeez. Okay, so right side is the one I didn't want to go on. That's the other thing. The pattern for this is a little bit faster. Good bit faster. No Moth Gang. I mean, with playing Hollow Knight, I suppose in a certain sense. I don't know what the question is, Mr. Frog, but I'll say yes. Oh, the mirror image room is a lot more convoluted than this one. You hear the woman in the painting sigh. Just where has she gone this time? Don't tell me, has she gone to see that gloomy woman again? Wait, why are you rioting? That seems rather suspicious. So in order to complete it, I have to talk to these people. They're talking cheerfully. Oh, what did you want? Yes, I understand. I'll head right back. This is exactly how you fix your paintings in real life. So that fixes that. So we gotta take the fork so that we can put it by the cake. I mean, I think you need to qualify that. Because it's not like I'm against all moths. You gotta perfectly position your chocolate cake. Okay. It's the other thing, if I remember right. Because now I just gotta sit. Because I have the other person sitting there. Revisit TF2 someday? Like, wait, which is TF2? I mean, it depends on the moth. In Hollow Knight, we have to get rid of a rather big moth. The door opened. The story of a sick girl. When surrounded by her mother's scent, XXX would forget all her suffering. However, one day, their mother stopped loving her. What was X gazing at? Her mother's pretty white shoes, or the glinting craft knife? The world will never know. That was a very cold night. Also, we get to dodge more stuff. Oh jeez. You don't dodge it like that. We just jumped right into it because why not? Need my help? Oh, it's just one thing. A book titled Demons and Witches. Demons feed on human souls, but demons are without physical form, so they cannot kill humans directly. Witches offer souls to demons. In return, demons give witches magic. A human who makes a pact with a demon is referred to as a witch. Oh, Team Fortress 2? It's been a long time since I played Team Fortress 2. A scrap of paper from a diary. I mean, perhaps one day. When I heard those words, I wanted to snap your thin neck. They were the words I was waiting to hear, but they also made me want to kill. I reached out. Alas, your warm hands caught me. That was the only moment where I could almost forget about putting on an act. The story of a sick girl. X'd her mother. If she wouldn't love her, she didn't need her. She X'd her father. If he wouldn't look at her, she didn't need him. She ran away from home, and she met him in the form of a black cat. He told her, I'm giving you a house. That's exactly how ownership works of houses. Hungry. Alright, Frog. You got this. You're level 27 now. Hey. Come on, you can't do that. The frog hid in the hole in the wall. The hole is too narrow to reach in. Alright, one second. So what we need to do is get another frog. See, this frog is only level 4, but it can definitely take the snake. At last, Glenn, your hiding spot is revealed. It's hiding in the hole in the wall. Caught the frog. Alright, Glenn, level 27, you got this. A lost frog. He won't look you in the eye now. The frog is very reluctant. I don't know, Ocho. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Let's do it. Open the door. So if you want to die, you can walk in front of that. However, I didn't want to die. One eye open. So instead, if you try to do the secret passage here, it just eats you. So that is definitely not the right answer. I don't know, but I guess you have pitchforks and torches and all that. Large open mount is drawn on the wall. There's a hole just big enough to crawl in. I think this is the right one. Yeah, it is. Alright, so this floor is pretty quiet. That poor Jack in a box. A red liquid fills the box. Just red paint. Let's reach inside. There were little balls inside. Got brown eyes. Story of a sick girl. And so she became a witch. Strange creatures dwelled in the witch's house. She enjoyed talking with them. But they could not warm her heart. Because they lacked human hearts. That's why she killed people, so that she could give them human hearts. One day, they made a request. I want a human friend. In his black cat form, he assented. However, it won't turn on. So in this one, instead of making noise, I need to put the eyes on things. The mirror shows you with no eyes. And if I use the wrong eyes, your reflection kills you. Uh-oh. It's a telltale thing. Glenn will remember. Woman's head adorns the vase. She has no eyes. I think she needs the brown eyes. The woman spit something out. Got a soldier key. Women had their eyes taken. They were placed in the following locations. The red eyes are in the unseen one. The blue eyes are in something rotten. The green eyes are X. It's smeared out. The brown eyes are in the red box. Need not play. So this time, I have to play the music box with the soldier key. And at that point, it'll be out there and it'll freeze up just before it shoots me. A toy soldier with a fake gun. There's a small hole in the back. It's frozen in place with its gun. At which point now I can take the soldier key and control it. Well, it's like magic ghost power. That's why they can strangle her so quickly and just break her neck off and decapitate her. When you got magic ghost witch powers, there's not much that you gotta worry about. This is the way that you have a key. The door's broken. See, I can just bring this guy along with me, and he'll just break down all the doors. Yikes, that's unsafe. Can't argue with the results, cat. Blue eyes, score. There's a piece of paper in the pumpkin. Eyes below the unlit light. Alright, so that would mean that I have to go to the lamp. It won't turn on. There's a piece of paper under the table, inside the white receptacle. So the teacups. Just break them. I like to think that she's just thrown them on the floor to be like, where's the secret? Where's the secret? A teacup. There's a piece of paper in the teacup. She's opened it like a fortune cookie, inside the large black box. Plenty of people. I won't go into too much detail though, Ocho. A grand piano. There's a piece of paper in the piano. Would you like to crawl in the piano to get it? Inside the rotten head. You spotted something under the paper. Got blue eyes. Wait a sec. I think that I use them on this one. The blue eyes were sucked into the painting. You see a white sheet stuck in the crack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run! I bet his gun was loaded with blanks anyway. The crack runs through the wall. There's no white paper to be found. So where that connects to is the snake's room. Because, like, see, if I try to use the wrong one, the snake grabs you and pulls you through the crack. Of course, here's the thing. Once I go back and grab the sheet in the snake's room, it's gonna chase me. It's because Glenn only wounded it, and then he went on to live a happy and very rewarding life. The ground is wet and smells of blood. You spot a gap you could slip into. Got some sheet music. That one is a lot closer than it seems. So with the sheet music, I can then make the stuff. I forget exactly what it was, but let's see. 1 second. Alright. So there's ghostly people that will appear that will give me the next set of eyes. If I remember it, it's this one. Which I'll talk to, and then I'm gonna grab a drink. Because all this talking feels like there's someone sitting here. Someone is offering something to you. It's death. Would you like to accept it? Got red eyes. So the obvious thing is I need the green eyes because I can already tell from my character portrait. Answer my questions. Nod. Who tried to abandon? Who didn't look at? Who loved? Who killed? Who brought? Hey, there you are. Me, right? My last question. Who am I asking you these questions? Incorrect. Eyeballs. Got green eyes. Let's just get out of here. I'm not sure if any of those are actually a right answer. Here, reflection me, have some green eyes. Alright, 1 second. I need to get the drink. Alright, there we go. I heard something unlock. The door opened. She doesn't even bother with being like, hey, you ignored me, bro? Made a request. I want a human friend. In his black cat form, he assented. However, she didn't see it. She didn't see the hideously evil smile that crept up on his face. Fallen pages are all torn up. My ring, I can't find it. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff that's happening. Oh, hey, Moose. Yeah, I'm kind of, I didn't set it up until shortly before the actual stream, which is probably why. Oh, cool. He had like a skull under there. If I was still in my skull collecting ways, I would take his skull. That was one loud sound. Alright. I'm sorry to hear that, Quarter Marshmallow. And so now it's time to get our golden chopsticks. Only now, there's someone invisible there. Hey! Suddenly, something screamed. You hear someone coming down the stairs. Time to hide. Obviously, a pile of bones is the best place to hide. I eventually get tired, and that's when you want to come out. And now we can get our chopsticks. Bloody chopsticks are stuck between the ribs. Actually, the chase that happens is much harder on this one. Pot is boiling, stop the fire. No, it's like the ghost. It uses ghost scream. It's very effective in calling for aid. Alright, put it back in the ribs. And now for the little chase. Yeah, you should probably avoid eating with bloody gold chopsticks. Yo, yeah, I'm here. Ain't I just the nicest? He really is, because you really wouldn't want to have to redo this. You hear someone coming down the stairs. Because you have to jump on the table to actually make it over there. If you just try to run over, then you'll have too many holes open in the floor. And it's very easy to not realize that the first time, in which case you'd have to do the entire thing with the golden chopsticks again until you get it right. So it's very nice of the cat to actually appear over there. Hey, Luis, I'm doing pretty well. Yourself? Alright, now, this is it. Thank you. Now we can get out of here. Good times. So this looks very much like it wouldn't actually be the case for the correct one, but you can flip the tablecloths to actually get back to the normal colors that you need for the dolls. It's just extra difficulty mode, making things trickier. Oh, Among Us? It's 11:43 p.m. for me, Moose. I don't know, maybe next Sunday, not this Sunday, but because I know that I think Hollow Knight YouTubers want to do something next weekend. I don't know if we want to do it on Saturday or Sunday, and so what I'll probably do is do like the double thing again with that. And even if we don't do like the Hollow Knight YouTuber thing, then I'll either do a bonus stream to do multiplayer or something like that. Thought so. Well, go have fun. How do you do? And the usual stuff of wanting people to kill the white flower. They found out. He was a demon and she would be a witch forever. After living for several centuries as a witch, she was no longer a sick girl. As of now, the only name fit for her was X the Witch. Rather, Triple X the Witch. That is actually her name, Triple X the Witch. X the flowers and you'll die. There is a lot more skull chases in this one. Talking to plants. Let's see. All beautiful and chat are the characteristics. So it's the same thing, only this time. Sorry about that, I meant to mute my microphone before I coughed. Is that the red flowers will tell me stuff to where all of them will end in my death. Metal birdcage. Something feebly flaps its wings. A rope is keeping it tightly shut. So I need something to get rid of the rope. You want to know how to X a flower? Just cut it up. Just uproot it. Just pluck it. So since they always lie, that is not the way I want to do it. Also creepy big skull hallucination stuff. Alright, so here's where the funny death happens. Geronimo! So the thing is, because I don't have the vines here, water can seal time. So I actually have this puzzle differently because it's already solved. All I need to do is press the lever. However, when the skull chases me, I can't come back in this room, and I'll show you why. It's actually the thumbnail reason. There might be an excess of giant skulls. Yeah, she's just like, alright, I believe I can fly and all that. So that was easier than it really should have been. Clear blue water. I'm saving because I want to talk to the tadpoles again. Their dialogue is slightly different. My dad's dead. A snake ate him. He was looking for a home to go back to. He can't even go back to the earth now. Who killed him? You killed him. Again, I really want to argue that point. The snake might have killed him, but I'm pretty sure Glenn wounded the snake and went on to live a happy and rewarding life. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what it was, but what I'm supposed to do is pour water on that, and then it falls off. You drop the bowl. Man, veal is pretty clumsy. Oh yeah, because the tree needs something from me. The tree says that he's complaining about the clock, and then because of that... Ah, that's right, I must warn you. Do not disturb the Keeper of Time. He's not of this house, it would seem. Come to think of it, I can't hear that racket anymore. Good, now I can sleep in peace. Here, have a branch. The tree's leaves shook with satisfaction. Because there's a green candle here. Creepy plants block the way, there's something high above. I can't do it with my bare hands because otherwise the vines will kill me. But with a tree branch, so many doors have opened. Now if I remember right, I used their candle to light my candle. Transfer flame. This lets me burn the rope, releasing the bird, and thus I can get the bottle. The rope burned away without a trace. Opened the bird cage. Something invisible ate the green candle. The invisible thing flew away. So now I can get up here. I don't have to collect skulls because of how the skull puzzle was done. But this time, I gather poison water. It wouldn't surprise me if the branch was a death somehow. Because this is how you kill a flower. With a scream, the beautiful flower expires. A glass bottle that contained poison. Which is also the thing, I don't have to do the dark maze thing. I heard it! I heard her ugly wail. Cackle, cackle. Pollen? Maybe we did promise that, maybe not. Just kidding, here you are. Got some white pollen. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried to do any kind of Edge of Tomorrow stuff. Personally, I don't think that it would be very good to. Alright, give the guy his pollen so he can get high. Person vanished into the cell. I think this is the part where the giant skull chases me again. Okay, I guess not. Oh, it's after you wash them. The thing is, because when you're on hard mode, they move so much faster, you're just trying to completely keep your head start. Aha! Now you can also kite it around here if you really want to, but I think using the cell door is a little bit easier. Alright, so here's the thing that gets me, because there is traps on here. And I think on the cracks slow you down. That also slows you down. And the little dots are actual things. But like, that crack that I walked over was actually a trick because there's actually 2 spikes to the side which auto-kill you. I learned that the hard way. The story of a witch. She could not die, for she was not human. She did not die, for she never despaired. To her, despair was the scent of the mother who chose to abandon her. To her, friends were humans who would die for her sake. She hid that sweet-scented bottle deep in the depths of the house. Would it be necessary someday? Only he knew for sure. Oh, dang. Come on, I gotta kite you over here. The downside is this actually continues to do things while I'm picking things up. Oh crap, that's bad. It blocked my way out. And I realized that too late. Alright, kite you back over this way. It's a giant red eyeball. What else would it be? Kiting it's certainly taking its sweet time. If you don't mind, I'm gonna peace out. Alright, we're already near the end. This is the part where I screw up the final chase a couple of times, because the blood splatters pretty much guarantee you die, and I don't remember where all of them are. Fortunately, restarting is really quick. Come to my room. Now, there are extra stuff you get if you don't save and you beat the game. The cat won't be dead. And you'll get more backstory. Unfortunately, on extra mode, I'm definitely not doing no death. Oh, I suspect I'm gonna die plenty of times with this. Oh, see? First death. Alright, so... go down, and then I think it's up. Oh, crap. So yeah, I gotta go down from there. Oh, crap. And as you can see, on extra it's much harder to do this. Oh, it was down. I forgot. I assume that she kills her. With ghost magic power. Wait, it was up that time. I know I've done this before. Oh, crap. Alright, so I can't go the center way. At that part, if I want to get the knife. Oh, it was down that time. Okay, so it must alternate with that. Oh, crap. I thought she was going to go down. There we go. Might have taken a while, but eventually get there. Woohoo! We escaped the witch's house. But yeah, that's why it's much harder. Because if you touch a single bloodstain, it doesn't wear off. You just move super slow, and you get caught. Ninth time's the charm, apparently. I think there's only a few minor differences on extra mode with this. Just give it up already. Knife to the eye, even though you didn't have any eyes. How long are you gonna chase me? You know you're almost dead. Give it back? No way. I don't feel any pain in this body. Besides, you're the one who gave it to me. Why should I have to give it back? It is, the witch that... The, thing is... The plot twist is that the witch switched with Viola beforehand, so we've been playing as the witch the entire time. And she, mutilated her previous body so that she could get away with it. Unfortunately, she can crawl pretty fast. You felt so sorry for me. That's why I use my magic to trade bodies with you. Just for a day? Haha, maybe I did promise that. I was surprised you managed to trap me in there, but to no avail. After all, it's my house. Why would it ever kill me? Except for all those other times. The house guided me the entire way to ensure that I was escape. Still not dead? I have to applaud your tenacity. That's what it is. I think there's just some additional commentary after her father shoots her. Then maybe you're too worried about your father to die. Oh, I know all about you and your father, Viola. A close family of two. Those memories stayed in your body. He's a kind man. A hunter, isn't he? And he even sent you that letter. What a good father. So then I suppose you're worried about what'll happen when you're gone. It'll be just fine. I'll make sure his daughter Viola gives him her share of love. And I'll take her share of love too. So just die. Viola? Honey, you're acting weird today. Viola, are you safe? Are you hurt anywhere? Oh, Daddy. What? Why? There's such a horrible thing chasing me. Father. Help. Stay away, monster. He's played Resident Evil and everything. He knows how to deal with zombies. Ah, I see. Seeing your own father fail to notice you, that's what finally pushed you over the edge of despair, wasn't it, Viola? And that's the end. Except the cat shows up in just a moment. It's a really good twist ending. So that is the witch's house. So we did it both normal and extra difficulty, and so that should, that was a good bit of fun. Wait, they're a different person, sorta. I mean, I suppose you could say that, philosophically. Alright, so the next one is going to be... We're going to play some of the old games like Shadowgate, the Uninvited, and such. And then we'll pick to some other ones. Shadowgate is one that I've been saying that I would play just kind of do it, and it seems this is the most appropriate one. So, much like The Witch's House, Shadowgate is one in which it's an old point-and-click adventure game. I'm putting on display capture right now. That it is way back in the day. And I remember this game because of it actually playing more in the... oh, it's still not showing up. Well, that's unfortunate. 1 second. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get it... Okay, there it is. It just was delayed. So the big thing about Shadowgate is I played this as a kid on the NES. And I remember it mostly because... every time you die, this like pixelated Grim Reaper would appear, and it was one of those things when you're 5. It's like, this is cool. So part of the fun of Shadowgate was that you have lots of ways that you can die in this game. The guys who made this were incredibly morbid. Yeah, this came out in like the late 80s, I think, and it was ported to the NES. So you could tell this is a pretty old game. So. Oh, I should try the game called Hollow Knight? Maybe one day I'll try it. But the best part about this is just simply the deaths. So the plot is run-of-the-mill. You're just this knight out to stop an evil wizard before he summons a behemoth to conquer the world. There actually is kind of a time limit to this. We're going to appropriately name our character. So the big thing about it is... this game has so many ways that you can just kill yourself in a stupid way. You need to keep a burning torch lit because otherwise your character will trip in the dark and kill themselves. Because they're not very, they're very clumsy in the dark. But you can do things like use your burning torch on yourself. You hold the flame close enough to your skin to cause 2nd and 3rd degree burns. We can just keep doing that until we die. You now have terrific 2nd degree burns on your hands. You finally set your hair on fire. The rest of your body soon follows. You are dead. So we're going to also kind of get a few deaths with it. Sadly, in the old PC game, there isn't actual songs, music, and so forth. There's only a little bit of audio to it. So for some of it, I'm going to kind of speed through it and not read as much. But the gist of the game with it is... Your torch, you definitely need to try and keep that lit. And like some of it has it to where you also need to, you're under a time limit. Because if you don't do it quickly enough, the Warlock Lord summons the behemoth and you lose the game. So your first torch doesn't last very long. And you have limited carrying capacity as well. But like, there's so many just death traps that you have no warning that it's going to happen. Like, you see, is this supposed to be steps? Or is it something that is a pit trap? Kind of, Quarter. So the thing is, when you take the book, you open up a pit trap. But you do need the book, so you can open it, and sure enough, there's a key in there. But there's a lot of this that the game doesn't tell you about. Like, would you think that moving that stone would reveal a secret passageway? But they made 3 games, well, actually 4 games for PC. Deja Vu, where you play as a detective. Oh, and I haven't played Darkest Dungeon. I do have it, but I do need to get it at some point. Okay, so we need to save our game, because if you can use your burning torch on yourself, of course you can use the sword on yourself. With the exaggerated motions of a samurai warrior committing seppuku, you plunge the sword deep into your chest. You're dead even before you hit the ground. So yeah, expect all sorts of silly deaths like that. Now, if you have your torch go out, as long as there's a light source, then you're okay in the room, because you can always light a new torch. But you can easily make the game unwinnable. Oh, you played Deja Vu, Quarter Marshmallow? Because, yeah, Deja Vu is one where you play as a detective. You're framed for murder, and you've lost your memory because the folks injected you with stuff. And you have to try and prove your stuff. So we got a shark in the water with a key over here. The key is too far away for you to reach. Swimming in the shark-infested pool would be suicidal. Well, not with that kind of attitude. As you start to swim towards the skeleton, you feel the powerful jaws of a shark tighten around your legs, and with a jerk, you are pulled under. I feel like I should have leveled swimming. Alright, so if we load the sling with a stone, then we can use this later. Because you don't get told what you really need to actually use all this with. Like, hidden boulder, take some gems, which of course will be needed to solve puzzles. And you'd be surprised at the sheer number of ways you can get yourself killed with all this stuff. So you burn the mummy, you get a scepter that you need for later. And then mirror room. I remember, okay, I don't have the hammer. Now if I jump down there, I'll die. Because of course, why not? Yeah, I've heard that Darkest Dungeon is pretty tough. Alright, we have a good night, Vexenex. So, we see that the gem little indentation. So we use our first gem, we get an orb. And if we examine it, it's cold as ice. So the simplest way is to now go back, drop it in the pool. Oh, the torch you lit before has gone out. Okay, so we're dead. It's too dark, you cannot see a thing. Holy crap, I actually made it. Okay, so generally speaking, you want to pay attention to when your torch is going out, because it'll flicker and give you a message. I did not pay attention to that. So, normally I would be very, very dead. So what you need to do is take the key, take the orb, because you need the orb later. A speedrun of all the deaths that I'd caught? I don't know, that would be a while, because once you solve certain puzzles, the death isn't available anymore. Like, since I've frozen the lake, I can't actually die to the shark anymore. So we've got the usual thing, a pair of eyes through the darkness. They seem to be watching every move you make. As your teeth shatter against the scales of the dragon, flame explodes around you. So anytime you pick up something in that room, the dragon will breathe fire on you. So your first thing is to pick up the shield. You can take 3 items. And of course, you have a lot of junk in this room. The only things you actually need are the spear and the hammer. And of course, if you want to kill yourself with those things, of course you can do that. Why not? Alright, so when you pull the torch on there, then you can actually get there. You can't get up there. There's a lot of kind of red herring things in this game. Hey, Amar, and welcome. So needless to say... oh yeah, there's the room with 2 bridges. The intricate workmanship. The bridge seems to be quite sturdy. It's a deep fit from Hideous Moans Arise. I'm not getting the messages who it was, but thank you for the sub, whoever it is. It is a shabby bridge indeed. It's held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. I mean, I should obviously take the one on the right. As you reach the middle of the bridge, it collapses under your feet. You make a desperate try to grab a piece of rope, but it slips through your fingers. Okay, so technically this guy actually doesn't kill you right away. He just curses you, but it's a real pain to cure it. So you need the cloak to survive later on. And that spell lets you raise the rope so it connects with the mirror room. So this is where we use our second gem. We get a spell that makes us invisible, and all the spells have it to where they can only be used once. So if you use them in the wrong spot, game's unwinnable. So if you don't remember those good old day games where you could make the game completely unwinnable, then you there's so many games from the past that are just like that. So at this point, we're pretty much ready to move on. Come on. I hate these pixel perfect things. There we go, finally. Doors unlocked. Drop these. Of course, I will point out that there's another death that you can get. You have opened a magic portal into deep space. You are immediately sucked through, and the lack of air causes you to quickly lose consciousness. I hate when wizards do that. And that's the thing, the deaths are also pretty outlandish, with magic portals to outer space and all that nonsense. So I do need the broom for later, potentially. A searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. A flaming horse stands menacingly at the edge of the bridge. With a cry, you sink your teeth into the fiery apparition. That's exactly how you need to fight as a knight. Flame explodes inside your head as the fire drake begins to rend your body. In a last attempt to free yourself from the creature's grip, you jump off the bridge and into the fiery hell below. That seems about the appropriate way to fight it. And of course, jump into the flames, because your character is great. Bellowing like a fool, you leap off the bridge and into the blaze. You're instantly fried. And that's the thing, part of the fun of this game is, after you've beaten it, is to just go through and see how many deaths they added. The hellspawn flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. Of course, we can jump into the hot oil. Bellowing like a fool, you leap off the bridge and into the hot oil below. You are instantly deep fried. Yeah, I do have the torch still. They actually remade this back in 2014. That they did a different version of it. And once you throw the sphere in there, then the thing is gone. The fire drake disappears. So at this point we get a troll, and of course you can actually pay him the gold, but then he'll just kill you. You can only get rid of him twice. The invisibility spell and the spear that we got are the only means to take care of the troll. Wait, do I have the sling? Okay, I do have the sling. Because here's the thing. The Cyclops can only be knocked out with the sling. And then if you want to kill him, you need the sword. That's the only use the sword has in this game. It's completely useless otherwise. Anything you use the sword on will get you killed. And that's the wonderful thing. You need to have a specific weapon to beat any particular thing, or you're just gonna die. But if you don't kill him with the sword, then you have it to where he'll just get back up and you'll need to use the sling again. Alright, so we put the gauntlet on, because of course we need that later. And then a room with goblins. That, of course, nothing... You can't do anything in this room. Trying to take anything just gets them angry, and then kills them. Kills you. But there's plenty of other death traps. Okay, So last gem gets put there. It opens up a spot. Actually, wait a sec. I do need another thing. Right before that torch went out. So I need the skull because there's a thing later where we have a sphinx that asks us riddles and we have to use the item on it to be able to get past. We've got some glasses now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we see how to avoid death. And these scrolls will let us cast spells that we need as well. So periodically you just have the Warlock Lord just appear and just taunt you. As you jump out the window, you realize it is over 100 feet to the ground. A moat monster is already waiting for you with its jaws open. So let's see. So using this one opens the globe, which gets you more stuff. The potion bottle there would cure the curse from the Wraith, if you actually cared about such things. And in here, if you open that, a dog appears and kills you. Because, of course, everything kills you. So you get holy water, which of course you'll have a thing. So you have the water here that's acidic, which is why you got the gauntlet from earlier, so you can take the flute. Which gets you a ring. As you can see, the games like this from the old days are very convoluted with it. Alright, well, you have a great night, Moose. I don't know, you'd have to keep in mind the Adcot with the Edge of Tomorrow kind of shenanigans like that. You'd still have the entire thing of feeling pain. So, bellowing like a fool, you plunge into the fountain and die instantly. And of course you can still drink the acidic water as well. Kneeling down next to the fountain, you drink a handful of the acidic water. You can't even scream because you don't have a throat, let alone a larynx. Whee. Fortunately, the game is not too much longer. It is pretty short if you know what to do. And I do remember this game from, you know, my youth. So this is what all our keys are for. Each door needing one to be able to actually do that. Okay. Oh, the flame of the torch is about to go out. You don't actually need too many torches. So if you try to take the pot of gold, the balcony gives away and you fall to your death. Because why not? So here's our Sphinx. This actually is a clue for a later puzzle. First burned and beaten, then I was beaten, then I was drowned, pierced with nails, the horseshoe. So that star on the poster is actually another puzzle solution. So this small, plain room is lit only by the light of the moon itself. The wooden floor creaks in your weight. No insult intended. This fine lass lies upon the floor, chained to the wall. Her beauty is so captivating that you barely notice her predicament. So of course, there's nothing wrong here, nothing suspicious, let's just take this. Who's placed the guard, the golden spike suddenly transforms into a raging werewolf and pounces on you, taking your life. So this is why we carried around the arrow. A finely crafted silver arrow. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. As she writhes in pain, you notice that the lady wasn't a lady after all. And the best part is, you have no clue that she's a werewolf until she kills you. So it's like your character just runs around just stabbing chained up ladies and hoping that it was actually a werewolf. I can't imagine that that would go very well. Alright, so we no longer need most of these things, like the broom, the bellows, and so forth. However, this is where we have to deal with some enemies. So we need the horn. A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them again, you notice the fire has changed into something far more menacing. Which the holy water deals with it. It gives you the same death animation as the werewolf as well, so dying to it isn't really a thing. So we have the wyvern there. If we try to just take it, he snaps at you but misses. Taking it twice has it belly in rage and rip you apart as if you were a rag doll. So the puzzle is like really convoluted because the star from the picture you throw at it and it becomes an actual shooting star that causes it to explode into a million pieces. Obviously. Alright, we have a great night, IGN. Yeah. Believe me, the inventory gets very convoluted, and you actually do have a limit in these old games. In the NES, you could carry as much as you wanted, and the NES also prevented unwinnable circumstances. So yeah, put a lightning rod down, get a wand. That's how things work, you know? Okay, so that's the one thing I need there. So this is why I kept the scepter. Okay, torch is about to go out. Put that down. I think I can open that now. Yeah. So I put the ring in there, and then that opens a passageway. However, that's not where I need to go right now. That would take me to the end game, but I don't need to go there just yet, because I don't have all the items to win the game. And that's, yeah, that's Humana. So we've got to put all our stuff down. I don't need the cloak anymore. I do need the glasses. Actually, I don't need the gauntlet. We'll just bring that in case. Because here's the thing. To cross the rickety bridge, I need to be carrying virtually nothing. I need the invisibility scroll so I can go back from the troll, because now it has my spear and will kill me if I try to pass that way. So we have a snake, which is actually just a statue, but you need to change it into the staff that you need to win the game. Alright, so now... And that's the thing, if you waste that scroll at any other point, you've made the game unwinnable. And so that's so wonderful about this game. Alright, so I need the glasses still, because I need to... You have to have the glasses to read the book. At this point now I can combine everything and make the completed staff. Actually, wait, no, I'm still missing one thing. Also, I do apologize if this is less interesting for folks. Needless to say, some of the deaths with it are the things that interested me as a kid, and with the Halloweenish theme, it seemed a little bit appropriate. I also wanted to be able to say, I did Shadowgate, I did Uninvited, I don't have to worry about streaming them again. But yeah, the thing about it is, you get no warning that that's actually a death trap either. So if you try to cross, the gargoyles will kill you. As such. The gargoyles, angered at your presence, spring from their frozen state and rip you to pieces. Which is what our last scroll is for. And it's also that if we waste that scroll elsewhere, then the game's unwinnable. Or if we go past them the first time and we don't have the means to win the game's unwinnable. Sulphurous fumes rise from the molten lava. Oh. Shouting a battle cry, you catapult yourself off of the platform. You're a brave warrior, but stupid. Your body explodes as you plunge into the lava. See, the deaths like that are what definitely make this game. Ah, okay, well. That is, heartening to know. So, instead we use the book, which lets us open up the path with it. So the book and this, glasses are no longer needed. So the thing from the Sphinx is what's needed, because if we try to go down there, you have woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. If you use the wrong combination, it also wakes up and kills you. I think, if I remember right, it's these ones. And that gets us the last piece of the staff. I like how he says that right as I finish it. Do you think I'm so ignorant that I don't know of the magical objects you seek? You idiot, you will never defeat me. Never! It's like, I have the finished thing right here. So, using that blinds the gargoyles, which gives you a move to be able to move in there and get past them. Hey, come on, open that. There we go. So the reason why I kept the bag is it has this and the gold coins, which I need to finish the game. Throwing the big coin down lets you jump down the well, as otherwise you'll just die. Because jumping down wells is not a very good idea. So we have our ghostly ferryman. I think it's supposed to be the river Styx and all that. Oh, I have 6 moves to win. Okay, the chamber is here. This is not good. Okay, so I have to do this quick. I can't really fool around. So, if you read the scrolls, it would tell you that you have to put it under the bladed sun. If you put it on the other one, then the skull will shoot flames out and kill you. So, as well, when I played this, the time limit was kind of bugged, because what's supposed to happen is, after enough time, the Warlock Lord will just summon the Behemoth and appear and win. But you only get that time limit death is if you open the door, come here, and then you leave. So that he summoned it and you just kind of ran away. And if you use the staff on the Warlock Lord, he blasts you and you die. You have saved the world. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land, and now you stand triumphantly before King Otto the Great, who bestows upon you the greatest title, vast riches, and his daughter's fair hand. You can tell this is a pretty old game. Alright, so that's Shadowgate. We're going to quickly do Uninvited, and then I will do something else. So Uninvited is actually more horror-themed than Shadowgate, which had more of a fantasy element to it. In Uninvited, you crashed your car and with your sibling, and your sibling has gone into the obviously haunted mansion. And so, to get help and, you know, call for a tow truck and everything. So instead, you wake up, your car's about to explode, and you need to get out and find your sibling. Let's see. You realize you are alone. Your kid brother must have gone to get you some help. As you pry yourself free of the steering wheel's embrace, you can't help but notice the pungent odor of gasoline as it leaks from the ruptured gas tank. I like how your sibling just kind of left you there and was like, yeah, whatever, he'll walk it off. So the thing is, if you wait too long in your car, you will die. The car will explode with you in it. Which is what I'm going to do. Your dawdling has cost you your life and possibly the life of your brother as well. The cockpit of your car becomes a flaming inferno as gasoline-fed flames engulf it. Your goose is now very well cooked. So instead, you obviously just need to Get out of the car. Yeah, kaboom. There's a mighty explosion behind you as your car bursts into flames. That will at least save you the cost of a tow. Dang. It's, the only death I'd never found in this game that I've been told exists is that you could be struck by lightning and die. But I've never actually been able to get that death. So the big thing is that the time limit in Uninvited before you get possessed by the house, or rather the evil spirits of the house, is much tighter than Shadowgate. It's if you dawdle a lot, there's a lot of red herrings in this game, you will hit that time limit. Broken Sword, I know of it, I just never played it. But I will perhaps one day find out what this goat puzzle is. So the big thing about Uninvited is, apparently a lot of people who played it remember this death where if you mess with any of these doors, this southern belle appears, and at this point I am screwed. No matter what my next action is, she'll kill me. You've gotten the attention of the mysterious lady. She turns to face you. Her face is devoid of any flesh. You are frozen with horror. She begins ripping your body into a bloody mess. And that happens if you mess with any of the doors in the lower thing. I mean, you just got into the house, so you would imagine that you should be able to explore, but nope, you are so dead. But there's so many, the thing is, how you get rid of her, the bottle's label reads "No Ghost" for poltergeist, vampires, and other undesirable undead visitors. You literally just spray her with "No Ghost." Oh, we've got an axe. I would love to get the struck by lightning death. Unfortunately, I mean, I tested, like, going to the time limit outside, like, all over the place, and I could never get it. And I'm told that it was very, very rare to get. As awkward as it seems, you are able to swing the axe in such a way as to cause it to cleave itself deep into your forehead. Thick blood gushes through the long gash you've just created. As you fall face down onto the axe, you feel as if your brain has really let you down this time. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it does. And you know, for a haunted mansion, you don't really do the creepy basement thing in here. I mean, you do go below the house, but for completely different reasons. Alright, so the other thing is you have to open the No Ghost. If you don't open it, you will die. I think the game even mocks you for not opening the No Ghost. So yeah, we'll need those flowers later. I think our first particular time limit thing will happen in a moment. Wait, no, I need to be on the bottom. This is what we need the knife for. If you read the scrolls and everything, you'll find out more of the stuff which will hint at this, but you need to get the key from the chair, which lets you open up stuff on the first floor. Pretty sure that the possession, there it is. The evil air that pervades the estate seems to have infiltrated your very being. Your head and chest feel heavy and thick. Wait. You find it increasingly difficult to execute your will. For a minute, your thoughts seem influenced by another mind. So there's actually 4 things. On the 4th one, you lose the game. However, if you're moving as speedily as possible, you'll only get the first 2. If you get the 3rd one, then you really are starting to spend a lot of So the first thing is, this box needs to be in flames to actually break it. So we get our nice little pentagram, which we'll need later on. Much later on. Alright, so... And as well, we can use spells by using the speak thing, which is what we're going to need in a moment. As you approach the chapel entrance, you are confronted by 2 menacing dogs. The vicious canines block your path, teeth bared and snarling. As the dogs look you over, they begin salivating profusely. It seems an appropriate response to your arrival. This is exactly what you shouldn't say. The dogs don't think you should play with them. They're not in the mood for love. One sinks its fangs into your forearm as the other goes straight for your throat. The three of you roll around, biting, kicking, scratching, until the dogs manage to sever your jugular vein. Life force quickly abandons your being, and you are reduced to dog food. Instead, you need to use the magic spells that you were taught, which you actually don't need to read the book to know what they are. And if you misspell it, you'll die as well. But it's basically a spell that summons thunder, that frightens them off. For reasons. So you water the pot because you need the plant that grows for later on. Because now we have to do the maze. Get eaten. I'm gonna try to. Hey, Jasmine, and welcome. Oh, if only we could do Fusroda as a shout. And although you get actually a number of spells that you could use, only 2 are useful. So, please open thy door for this poor family man, but do not let him travel in darkness. So we have to take this, and this is our other use for matches. Because if we don't light this, a ghost appears and tears our face off. In the next area. Zoom. He just like yeeted himself out. And of course we need this cross for later. Hey, welcome Zachary. So going down there, look, you really don't want to go down there. There's a spider down there that's bigger than a bread box. Really, that spider is bad news. Don't try to go down there. This is a warning. Don't try to go down there again. The spider that's down there would rip you to shreds. Don't try to go down there. The cave is inhabited by a giant arachnid. Its 8 large hairy legs stick into the mud. In a moment, the huge creature attacks you from above. It crushes your tiny body in its large, powerful jaws. Oh, well, now you know. There really is a spider to beware of. The game does like mocking you at times. So the big thing about the maze is there actually are a few deaths. There's zombies in the maze. Oh, I got that wrong. If you hit the tombstone, zombies will appear as well. You have a thing where you can either counter a group of zombies or a lone zombie. The amulet we got will get rid of a lone zombie. There we go. The zombie grabs your arm with its bony hands, nice misspell, and quickly it takes a voracious bite out of you. Your blood drains rapidly from your body, providing a nice salty beverage for your bony friend. The miserable dead now welcome your company. And your pendant won't deal with a group of them, so you have to just run. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Okay, there we go. If you do things right, that's the only zombie you encounter. There is a coffin in the maze as well. And, of course, if you get in it, it will shut behind you and you'll die. Because why would you get into a coffin in a haunted maze? Alright, so at this point, when we open this, we'll have 3 animals come out, and we need to capture one of them in the cage, because otherwise all 3 of them will kill us. The answer is to do the hawk. Oh, I didn't click right. Whichever, I get the death now. Hey, come on, let me do that. I can't even read the entire thing. The animals attack you in a peck and bite and snarling mass. You're unable to defend yourself against this vicious onslaught and perish in a flurry of feline feathers and fangs. Not really. but... Alright, let's try this again. There we go. So by taking the hawk, the snake kills the cat. And then we have this weird thing that we just open the cage, it gets distracted by the bird, and we can take the gem. At which point the cage is now useless. Unfortunately, I can't go left because if I do, I run into a group of zombies. Okay. Oh, there's the second one. Again, the evil that dwells within the estate vies for control of your spirit. Its influence grows more and more powerful. Soon you will not have the strength of mind to fight it off. You can feel that the spirits collected here are anxiously anticipating your induction. And that's the maze. It's actually pretty simple, as you can just save at the start of it if you really want to. So we got the gem so we can enter here. We give the plant to this guy. And if you eat the plant, you die. If you mess with the chemicals, you die. Oh, that's right, there's plenty of cool deaths as well. The evil forces in this place must be affecting your mind. Level-headed people are not nearly so destructive. Okay, so when you break a window and try to go out through the broken glass, the massive cuts that you have just acquired by scraping your body over the jagged and broken glass have drained your life's blood. As a result, you have died. It's just like, why would you drag yourself over the broken glass and be like, I'm going to scrape myself until I bleed out? Because I remember this game from quite a bit at a younger age, Jasmine. For whatever reason, these games have kind of stuck with me because they always made me laugh with the goofy ways that you could die. So we need to go down there, but we can't go down yet. So the combination for it is actually in a different room that you need to use the element tables for various elements, the periodic table for various elements to get the code. And sure enough, we did it all for a stupid cookie. As the game has moon logic puzzles. So here, this is why. The little demon imp thing that we saw will take the cookie and give us the key that we need. And that's seriously what we were doing the entire time. So if we wanted to, this is where we get down with the spider is. Oh, wait, that's not the right way. Alright. So we find the person over here. Let's see, you've come, I've been waiting for you. For you. The mist reform and he disappears. So we'd use the little pentagram thing to break it. So we got the evil wizard guy that we need to get rid of. The roadman reappears and speaks directly to you. Yeah, they definitely want excuses to kill you. You must hurry, my son. I've been waiting a very long time. So has he. We both lack patience. Hurry and get rid of him, as far away as possible. So if he wakes up in 3 moves, and if you haven't pushed him down here in 2 moves, then you will die. It just basically says that he feels you must die, you do so. It's not anything particularly interesting. But if you jump down there, it's a bottomless pit. Your velocity increases as you tumble into the dark pit. The light at the top disappears as you continue your rapid descent. In total darkness, you seem to experience a moment of weightlessness just before losing consciousness. You continue to fall. Yeah, very big spider. Oh, that's right, I haven't used the butcher knife on myself. Blood gushes from the long gash you've just created on your own torso. You pull the knife out of your chest, and with the last of your strength, and the deep, self-inflicted wound spouts blood at an even faster pace. You wade in a puddle of your own blood as you swim off into permanent unconsciousness. It's like, they got very creative with describing all this stuff. So this is why I need to get that key. Otherwise, if I come down here without this key, you'd make the game unwinnable because there'd be no way to get out. So you've got your sibling then that's screaming. I really like this description, though. There is no toilet in this room. Whoever lived here really did have a mysterious way of doing things. Alright, so just let's flood this place. 7 years of bad luck. So you need to constantly open this. If you take too long, you'll eventually drown in the room. But it takes several moves before you can actually open it. Alright, so we found our sibling. There's a very strange look in your brother's eyes. They are not his own. A low baritone voice oozes from his mouth. He curses and threatens you, but there's pain and fear in his face. And of course, if we drop back down into the watery room, we drown instantly. Alright, you know what, bro? You made me look through this house, risk my life and limb to find you. Axe on your bro. You've killed your brother, and the evil now issues forth from his corpse. The diabolical creature now free engulfs your body and mind. You are overcome by the evil forces and become one with them. Welcome home. I really like how you could just kill your brother as soon as you find him. As I said, they have a lot of morbid kind of silly things like that. So obviously just use the cross on the demon. And then go out and you win. I like the idea where instead of going out here and meeting your bro, you just jump back down into the watery room and drown. And your bro's like, wait, what just happened? So yeah, now that you've done that, the place is all happy and purified and no longer haunted. Good job. Alright, so next thing. I'm trying to see which thing I want to... Yeah, that's why you never handle an axe in a point-and-click game, because if the designers really did let you do things like that, you're going to have it to where the player will do things like that. Alright, so I'm going to try a little bit of Quest for Glory 4 to determine how much I remember of it. So, I'm going to have to adjust that volume real quick. So... Alright. I can't do that. Okay, so Quest for Glory was a series that mostly point and click, but had RPG elements in it. Oh, 1 second. There we go. But it had it to where, being a Sierra game, it has plenty of things that kill you quickly. And in various stupid ways. And the interesting thing about it is that you actually, once you beat the game, you can import your character into the next one to have a continuous thing with your character. Okay, that's what it is. There we go, we are just the magic master. And I think at one point that I might play through the entire series, so I'm not sure if I am going to actually go very far with this.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow.
But the fourth game is actually the highest quality of them, but at the same time it's the most buggy one of them as well.
This leaves you with 4 burning questions.
Yes, it does.
Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did you...
I know, I am a wizard. So, the thing about this one, though, is the series is really good at keeping continuity with it, and you get to play as the 3 different classes, or you can even mix and match things, skills from the games for it. However, being a Sierra game, lots of things kill you. I'd also point out that Quest for Glory is really noted for a lot of puns. A lot of puns. So, we mu- So you're gonna have to bear with that if we do this.
The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 gold.
This one actually has narration, the other ones don't.
And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Which is actually really nice. That's...
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Although I might skip a few things because you're gonna hear this a lot.
That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. That...
Which is not enjoyable.
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
Yeah, Silksong, I'm pretty sure all of us are looking forward to. We'll all look forward to
You take the torch.
playing that particularly.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable...
Wait, why is that, Ultima Lord?
The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you.
Alright, so one thing I need to change. Up the speed, because it is, the character walks way too slow otherwise. Alright, so what I need to do now is get a light source. Even though I'm a wizard, I need a magic torch.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves...
Oh, I think we're all gonna die in Silksong a lot.
block 3 other passages.
I'm expecting to die to bosses quite a bit.
Stone altar in the center of the
But it should be good
and
fun.
an exit to the south.
See, there's another point-and-click game, Gibbous, that I've been meaning to play as well.
17 kopecks from the pouch.
I was considering playing that tonight, but I think that since it's almost 1 in the morning, I might just go with Quest for Glory 4 for a little bit. And then from there, we'll pick up with something else. Gibbous is more like a comedic one with not so much like deaths and so forth, from my understanding. I think it's more like... Because back in like the 90s where you have Quest for Glory and so forth, Sierra games were noted for killing you off. And LucasArts games generally didn't have you be able to die. Like, if you played Monkey Island games, they would often have goofy ways of which Guybrush couldn't die. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ultima Lord. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be here for, if you hate puns.
Whoa, the ground is really slippery around here. There seems to be a layer of slime all over it.
So this is one way you can die at the very start. The tentacle is faster than the eye. It's strong too, as you are unceremoniously yanked to the horror and then apart. And of course, there are a lot of ways to die. So if I was a warrior or a thief, I would be able to... Like, a warrior can just pull themselves along the rope, the thief can just walk across it. As a wizard, however, I have to do different things.
You can feel the wind pushing it, and you, towards the pit. Unfortunately, you're a little too heavy. You don't think the wind is powerful enough to push you across safely.
And the thing about it is, different classes have different solutions.
You just barely made it across the pit.
So in that case, you use the little sheet and levitate to push yourself with the wind across the pit.
You slip through the mud,
I see.
time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
We might see her again a few times. 1 second. We're playing Quest for Glory 4, Jack Dina.
Six-pointed symbol seems to pulse.
This one's a point-and-click game with a more Lovecraftian horror, although it has a lot more comedic value and puns and so forth.
So you carefully step
But
back.
it has more darker elements in the background. More.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
So that makes us unable to get back into there for quite a while, because we would start the game in the end game area, but it's not particularly dangerous to be there. Yeah, the super speed lets us move a lot quicker. Otherwise, we'd move at a less tolerable pace. But the big... Okay, so we're near the town. So the big thing is your character has already saved the day like 3 different times already. Various lands and so forth. So your character at this point in the game is kind of a big deal. Although he gets killed a lot. So he's not really that big of a deal.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
Quite so. Now, you will need to get that staff at the end of the, for the end game. As a wizard, you get to wield it, but
How did you get
it takes a while before you can actually get there.
here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Let's question him.
My name is Dmitry Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be
Yeah, the old voice acting's pretty nice.
but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the
I should also point out that some of the voice actors ad-lib a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily match up
Can any person,
with stuff.
except perhaps you. This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street. You can spend the night or get some supplies and be on.
And I've finished the first 4 Quest for Glories. I never actually finished Quest for Glory 5.
There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
I'm sorry, but this is my business. I stir up all the troubles.
Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
Hey, I don't have my papers, Quest.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Yeah, there are points where it doesn't sound as good, but
There are many strange and dangerous
it's still
creatures that
quite
roam
nice for the era.
Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
And of course, each class has their own way of getting in. Like, I levitated in, the thief and warrior can climb up into town.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Ah, goodness. The old days of having to switch as to what thing you want to actually use.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
I'm trying to remember, she's the shopkeeper. Goods for sale.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pans,
Brooms and pans sold.
I don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Yeah. Alright, let's purchase goods. Wait, how much money do I even have at this point? Okay, 17 crowns, 68 kopecks.
First, select the item.
Pretty sure I need the oil. I'm not sure I need it so much as a wizard, but as a thief, you absolutely need the oil. I don't think you actually need to eat. Let's see, rumors.
What would you like to know about?
Oh, just tell me everything, you old gossipy lady. Werewolves. Tell me about werewolves. Who's a werewolf in town?
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it.
Uh.
They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
I'm pretty sure that's all superstition, old lady.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago.
This is more of a point-and-click adventure games, Hornet, but it has RPG elements. Yeah, Phantasmophobia? Yeah, I'm aware of it. I thought it was a VR game exclusively, which is why I didn't really look into it. I did see the stuff with the donkey video, which brought me a good bit of laughter. But I mean, hypothetically, if there's... I could always try and see if I can get 3 other folks to play with for it. Or we could do it as a multiplayer stream.
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years.
Because I'm certainly open to playing additional multiplayer games. Like, I did play Dead by Daylight with a few other Hollow Knight YouTubers earlier, so we had a good bit of fun with that. Actually, it's surprising that you say that, Quest. There actually is a slight romance path in this game.
Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Not this woman, unfortunately. Alright. Wait, she has a black cat?
This is a store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise.
Cool, she's like this crazy old cat lady as well.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
Oh, cool then. It wouldn't be surprising if we have some Hollow Knight YouTubers play Phantasmophobia at some point then.
Small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
I mean, if I'm a wizard, I'm going to enter in the most dramatic way possible.
Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Outsider.
Pay the for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
I think this is one of the only quests for glories that don't have an actual strict time limit. I could be wrong. Actually, the first one didn't have much of a time limit, but the second one did have a strict time limit, that if you didn't beat certain things
You are
by a certain time limit, you got a game over.
When are you leaving Mordavia?
Huh, I like their thing. It's like, hello, when you leaving?
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the
Actually, I think you can jump out the window to...
Gothic building in the center of the street. There is
maybe another
definitely
half hour,
something
Hornet.
right about this structure.
Alright, the creepy place over there. This guy uses a lot of puns.
Igor. Just Igor. Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia. This north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
Yeah, he has a lot of graveyard humor.
The door is locked. You're not strong enough to force the door.
Not with that kind of attitude.
Silent beyond.
Alright, I think I have to talk to the Burgomeister to get the key over there.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Dude, I just walked down the street. That's all.
The Adventurers Guild is in the north part of town.
Yeah,
But
spooky
closed.
gravestones.
Boarded up. There have been no adventures.
Oh yeah, I played Dungeons and Dragons.
Flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to you.
Oh wow, that's definitely a good way to look at it. It's just, I like how he does move really weird with the super fast running.
Lock the door using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
But yeah, just some guy. I've played Dungeons and Dragons with friends a good bit, and I've also played various D&D games.
Which book do you want to read? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might...
Cool, well congratulations, Adcott.
There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders.
They didn't do a very good
Chapter
job.
on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a...
That's right, the Rosalka.
Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers.
There's a lake that you go by that she's pretty much naked and is like, hey, come on, come over here, give me a kiss and all that. And if you do so, she drowns you.
This magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Wait, Gamebox, I have a digital copy.
The book turns out...
Oh, that's like for a different thing.
The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire.
If you've... Baldur's Gate is a really good one, just some guy. However, the gameplay for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 is going to be different from Baldur's Gate 3. But there's some that base it on... Like, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are based on 2nd edition rules. There's a number of games that base it on 3rd edition and 3.5 edition. There's a few Pathfinder ones, like Pathfinder Kingmaker. Let's see.
This book teaches the ancient oriental art of talk fool.
And, I mean, there's a variety of different ones. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is supposed to be 5th edition? I'm not actually sure.
With fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul. Hey, this isn't a lending library.
It could be.
Nice try. But the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the...
There's also points for things that you do in solving the puzzles.
Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly the cult members changed...
I'm not actually sure about Divinity if it uses actual D&D rules. And of course, there's a variety of different RPG systems and such. Like if you've ever heard of Torment Tides of Numenera, that's based on the Numenera game system, which isn't D&D.
Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life.
Oh, cool.
Were the grotesque remains of cult members.
This game came, I want to say, 1996, so definitely over 20 years.
Up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
So that basically tells us what we need to do, as the staff was Irana's staff, and we need it to be able to solve the things.
Almost become a habit by now.
And the staff is also why monsters don't attack the town. Because throughout the game, you actually encounter, I think it's the first and maybe the third one, you see signs of the Irana, and then in the fourth one, shows up. So there's a good bit of continuity there, but because we're jumping into this. So, God, that looks so funny. So, one of the things with that is that it shows our stats increase from doing things like that each day. We can only do so much. 400's the maximum, which magic is going to get maxed out. Hey, Noelle, and welcome! So, magic is going to get maxed out, like, super fast. And the thing is, I'm probably going to try and start from the first one.
Your legs are too stiff.
Wait, I want to examine the moose.
It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canine.
I played a little bit of Half-Life 1, but I never got very far with it. Admittedly, I'm not very good with first-person shooter kind of stuff. Okay, so I think it's this one. Yeah, rest for 60 minutes.
After some rest.
I'm not sure if I can actually use... Okay, I can still use it.
Your legs are too... After some rest. Your legs are...
Because increasing things like strength actually helps a good bit for other things. Like, you're going to be having to do melee fighting as a wizard with your little dagger. Okay, so another death we can get is if we just decide to walk into the monastery without doing anything.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
A Dead Cells stream? I'd probably want to do more practice with Dead Cells before I'd be willing to stream it. Because otherwise, you'd probably see me fail a lot.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
The Hectopus had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door. Welcome, Kartik. This is an old point-and-click adventure game with RPG elements called Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. It has it to where it's more point-and-click stuff with a kind of Lovecraftian theme, but there's a lot of puns as well.
Bad place.
Largely, Igor Dance, go!
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
But it's an old point-and-click adventure game with semi-spooky stuff. We did the Witch House first, and then Shadowgate and the Uninvited. Man, that volume is a little bit too much for that. So I do apologize if it is something that isn't quite up your alley, because I know this is not going to be something that everyone will enjoy. I like the old...
hexapod waves its tentacles at your sandwiches. Maybe it's allergic to avocado.
Dang it. Avocados, it's one weakness. Now, what about garlic?
Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself on the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now.
Yeah, we'll just go with Lovecraftian entity.
Doesn't. There's nothing under the old rug but dust and spiders, neither of which you need. This is not a good place to practice your magic.
Wait, I thought I was...
You can't get this log holder to...
Maybe it's the other one. Aha! I knew it!
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones.
Yeah, Noel, I will...
On the nape of your neck on end.
I gotcha, Kartik. What I'm probably gonna do, Noel, is either do a bonus stream or anytime the next time Hollow Knight YouTubers do things, then we'll continue. I'll do the same thing as before, doing a longer stream. But like if we opt to do a YouTuber thing on Sunday, I'll do like an extra long stream and so forth. So that's I don't know yet.
Is a sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
Oh yeah, I think I can use open to get this thing open. It's like I'm a wizard or something.
A swirling cloud of undoubtedly poisonous gas surrounds the desk for a few seconds after your spell opens it. Then the cloud subsides. There's nothing you need in... You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amon Tilal.
I'll probably look into trying to do Darkest Dungeon at some point, as I do have it.
However,
and it would be interesting to try that.
It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone. There to be
But I mean, personally myself, I am not all that worried about complaining about Silksong and the lack of Silksong.
Of squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get a dead child soul in my inventory.
Placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it.
Yep, dark visions.
Shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping.
Alright, so rough up someone named Gregor.
On this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
So yeah, we gotta find these rituals for the end game. Alright, so dark visions, we need to get drunk.
The huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
This is a great place to go to sleep. Yeah, I'd rather they release Silksong when they're happy. with it. Because, I mean, even Hollow Knight had some bugs, from my understanding. Dang, that is some strong stuff.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets.
I like when the wine stuff just becomes the ritual that you're looking for. All you gotta do is get drunk and you get it. Now, everything else just kills you here. That's the only part of the reason you come down here.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Okay.
Still you remain.
Goodness, we just walked down the street and he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you still here? Get out of my town!" Well, I probably need to rest so I actually have stamina. Because the one thing you'll about this game is that your stamina depletes so rapidly. In the first game, if your stamina hit 0, you died from exhaustion. Well, good luck on your test, Noelle. I'm not even sure I remember how to do the combat system, because it was pretty rough. And there's not too much need to kill things in the first place. Oh, yeah. Alright, Monty Python reference. Come on, die. This is high quality combat. Alright, what you got, Bunny?
There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
I can hawk that on the streets of the Mordavia town. Oh, geez, that's like the...
The tree feels as though it's covered with a slug slime, and you draw your hand quickly away. The tree...
Okay. So I don't want to go there, because as a wizard, I can't actually walk through the swamp. If I try to, I'll die. Alright, so where's the next place to go? Oh, this... the naked woman that will pull me into the lake and drown me.
Hello there. Could you help me?
She has very convenient hair.
I need someone to help warm me.
Well, I don't see nothing suspicious about this. There you go, you got a date and sim quest.
In your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
You quickly discover you really don't know how to breathe water. That is a definitely true, Kartik. However, the character portraits are a little bit more up close. If we got a character portrait with Cthulhu, I'm pretty sure it'd be detailed. Wait, I forget exactly. I pick up the flowers.
It doesn't.
Because I know you can pick up flowers. What you're supposed to do is give her flowers, and then she won't drown you, and you can get answers to questions about the place. Like, there's a pretty big area to explore.
You pick a few of the flowers.
Yeah, flowers.
This isn't San Francisco, so you don't need to wear flowers in your hair. You pick a few. You pick a...
There, now I got all the flowers. Flower power. Dang it. Go away, little rabbit. All you have are pocket watches, and I can't sell those. Alright, round 2. This time I have flower power.
Hello there. Could you help me?
Alright, we'll talk to her a little bit with the other stuff.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me? If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
It's so obviously a
If you
trap.
take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like.
Well, I mean, that's pretty honest.
I am the Rizalka. Please, take my hand and help me.
Here, how about some flowers instead?
Thank you for the beautiful flowers. No one has been so nice to me since I can remember.
I guess I shouldn't try to drown you now. Although I think you can still get yourself killed if you decide...
It is lonely being a Rizalka. Anytime anyone nice comes along, I pull him into the lake and drown him. Once he's drowned, he's not much company, I'm afraid.
Well, that's because it's more of a joke with it. They do a lot of things that
I've
wouldn't
been a Rizalka for so long.
wouldn't fit the character of the place.
This lake is surrounded on 3 sides by steep mountains. To the southwest, it merges with a swamp. The lake is not a safe place for you to swim. Many unpleasant things lurk in the deep water.
Like you.
The swamp is definitely a creepy place. Dead things lie under the water and...
I know. She's totally honest.
Kinda sounds like my job description, doesn't it? Well, the things in the swamp are a whole lot nastier than I am, so be careful out there. I stay far away from them. They crawled into the lake from the swamp one day. Ugh, they remind me of worms and give me the creeps. I don't know much about the forest. I can't leave my lake, so I don't get around there much.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
I don't really know. I've been here for such a long time now. I mean, it's not like I can go anywhere. I can't leave the lake. It's my job to drown anyone who comes to the lake. That's what being a Rizalka is all about.
See, it's just a 9-to-5 job for her.
I think I remember the town. I must have lived there once. Other than the fact it's somewhere to the northeast, I guess I
Yes,
can't tell you
yeah.
much about it.
We wouldn't be playing this if it was full nudity. Like, there's definitely games, I think there's a few games like that in this era, but I have no desire to be playing them because, again, I wouldn't be able to stream them, the first part. Oh, hey, a wyvern. Of course, there's no reason to fight and kill anything. I don't think most things drop money. Dang it. This one might actually kill me. Dang it. I don't even okay, so I can jump. Aha! I'm learning. Knife to the face. Oh, and it's poisoned me. It seems like the strategy is just getting close and just stab repeatedly, and hope it dies. Oh crap, I'm out of stamina. There we go. I'm seriously hurting everything, but whatever.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
Oh, jeez. That's the other reason why you don't want to even bother killing most things. It's not like they actually carry things. Yeah, the combat is probably the least good part of the game. Just because some of the other the earlier ones, have it to where you can get pretty good money from it. Oh, I think this is where the monster is, right here.
The bush won't budge. It's almost as if it were welded to the spot by magic. You grab a handful of...
Think that I can get rid of it. See, I got a lot of spells from the earlier games, but not all of them are useful.
An enchantment has been placed on the hedge to the west.
She uses sensor magic to be able to change her hair so quickly. Yeah, the fighting is kind of interesting with it. Okay, what's the thing that actually gets rid of it? I think it's trigger? No, not trigger. Oh, it is trigger. We have to actually save a bit because we're going to get ourselves killed if we... Oh, okay.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course?
This was the stuff from the first game that,
She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever. Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always. Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and
he
safe
does.
as a coffin.
There is a lot of... This was Sans before Sans was thing. But yeah, you gave him a gem in the first game, which is why he has his eye like that. I think in this one you have to give him a hat.
You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though. You mean the hut of brown now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in. My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
And you can die before you get... if you don't give him the hat, because otherwise...
I wouldn't do that if I was you, but I'm not. Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy.
Oh, that's right. You just take damage until you die. I thought it was an instant death. Well, we'll die eventually, and then we'll reload. Yeah, he has to get a cool and mysterious hat. Because in the first game, he wanted the cool and mysterious gem. And that's the thing, I'll probably restart on the first game at some point and do the entire series.
You really don't feel well. As a matter of fact, you feel like you're about to die from the poison in your system.
There we go. You see the light. Your whole life goes past your eyes in a flash, or maybe those were just the skull's laser eyes flash frying you.
It's a dead body, artistically laid out for maximum shock effect. Actually, it just happened to fall in that position, but please don't tell anyone.
Alright, we have a great night, Jack Dina, and thank you.
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.
Yeah, I have a bad time just because of his laser beams. You can't match his lasers. Unless you bring him a really cool hat. So yeah, Baba Yaga has one of the rituals that you need to be able to beat the game as well. So your thing is to try and get it from her without her killing you for that entire turning her into a frog thing in the first game. Oh, I don't even remember the way to go in this. The thing is, it doesn't give you a map for any of this either, so good luck finding your way around. Dang it. Stupid rabbit. Hey. It's just tiring me out. Trying to remember how you even use magic, because you can technically use spells. I'm a wizard, dang it. Oh, okay, this one has a puzzle. Because the thing is that you can also make the game unwinnable very easily.
Your spell does nothing. It... Tell the creature it's called the Leashy.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name.
Dang it, rhymes.
Leashy, Leashy, look and see, in a bush or up a tree. Leashy, Leashy, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
No, not riddles. Not rhymes. Anything but that. I'm getting out of here.
The majestic mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestones and crypts of the cemetery.
Well, the rabbit is actually a good bit easier. It's just the wyvern has the fire breath stuff that makes it really annoying. Plus, it poisons you. The thing is, neither of them have any reason to really fight. Well, technically, that's not true. Because, as you can see, I get weapon use gain from that. But it's not exactly that good.
Fresh grave has recently been opened here.
Oh, they did have a lot of fun making it.
No hurry. They'll put you in one of those in good time. You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made.
Like, it's basically this all the for the first 4 games.
Is an intricate crest.
Although the first 3 aren't voiced.
Borgov above it. It is deathly silent beyond the door.
Because it's a crypt, get it?
The door is securely locked and feels very solid. You apply your shoulder to the crypt door with a mighty heave. It won't budge. That's one heavy door.
It's my frail wizard shoulders. It's almost like I have magic or something. Open.
The crypt
Oh, it worked.
door lock yields to the power of your open spell.
Oh goodness, it actually worked. Magic is almost useless.
You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor.
I know, there's a lot of puns in this game. I'll point that out. So, and it's a lot of good fun with it, but...
Your spell should have opened the relief, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect.
Oh, it was still using my spell. I think you have to just touch the statue.
Although this coffin does look like a door, there is no response to your knock. It may be just as well.
Because I know that there's one where an axe will fall on you and kill you. Or at least it does significant damage.
As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
Oh, so that's the easy thing. If you ever want to, oh hey.
Grave, hole in ground. Put person in when dead. Oh, Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt.
Aw.
No disturb crypt. Not nice. Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgov's. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. This cemetery. This where dead people buried. Igor buried them. Meet Igor. You weird stranger.
If I remember right, he falls into the grave later on in the game and you have to save him. Otherwise, you'll get a game over. Because I think that's what happens is that they arrest a gypsy instead, and they'll burn him at the stake if you don't actually prove that the guy was innocent. That's what it was. If you take too long to clear the gypsy's innocence, they burn him at the stake, and he has a dying curse that kills you and the entire village. It's just incredibly over the top. Let's see. Wow, Igor can teleport. Oh, old man, where?
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my Anna?
Just down the street, old man.
Anna. Have you seen my Anna? I am looking for Anna. Have you seen Anna?
By the way, notice his cool hat. We're gonna need this cool hat. Alright, it's like 1:45 in the morning. This actually might be a good stopping point for now. So, this is the beginning of Quest for Glory 4. There's actually a lot of it to where, like, a lot of the map is open-ended to where there's more events you just need to do to actually finish the game, and you can actually get through the game pretty fast if you do them. Whereas, you can kind of wander aimlessly without stuff happening. But Anna is actually dead. What we do is we find out where it is, he goes to find her ghost, and then he dies too and we get his hat. That's how we get the hat. And then they're reunited in death as ghosts and they're happy. But yeah, so I'm not 100% sure as to what I might do is start from the beginning with this, just from Quest for Glory 1 and try and get through them to be able to get back, but not necessarily like next stream or anything, but maybe in November just try and push through them all, because barring all the puns and such, they're actually pretty fun point and click adventure games, and they have a lot of goofy deaths as well. But I've never finished the 5th one because that took on more RPG elements than point and click games. There still are point and click instant deaths in it, but not nearly to the same extent. So, alright, so that is a good stopping point. And I'm not 100% sure what we'll go with on Wednesday. I do apologize that Wednesday, Wednesday I got called into work, so I had to cancel the stream with that. But I won't be on call for the next 2 weeks, so the next 4 streams should be good. And we'll also do, probably, once I know if we're doing, like, Among Us with other YouTubers, then I'll schedule like a bonus stream, or it might be Saturday night if we opt to do it Saturday. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys next time.